Hey everybody, it's your boy Surge Dragon, and welcome back to another edition of Heaven's Monsters Podcast. We're doing a late night edition, and it's going to be for Hell in a Cell in 2020. We got Andre Mitchell,
Yo.
Chris Petrie, and Mike Henry.
If you're ready for an episode of the Heaven's Monsters Podcast, give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
If you're ready for an episode of the Heaven's Monsters Podcast, give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And, one more thing. Subscribe. Go on, sir. Subscribe.
Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more Heaven's Monsters Podcast videos.
R-Truth versus Drew Gulak, which kicked off the kickoff show.
Yep. Due to an actual match being involved with the 24/7 championship title, you know, the rules of the anywhere, anytime defended is temporarily suspended until after the match is over. So immediately after that match is over, here comes Akira Tozawa as well as Lince Dorado and Grand Metalik, and they go right through the kickoff panel and are looking at him like, what the hell? Drew Gulak even goes so far as to mention on the panel that I forgot about this. Drew Gulak says that your hero John Cena sucks.
Oh my god.
Drew Gulak said that. What do you think about that, Mikey?
Really, Drew Gulak? You think John Cena suck? Give me a break. John Cena is a future Hall of Famer. This man's been in this ring for over 18 long years. And I mean over 18 years, 16-time champion. You got your ass whooped by the longest reigning 24/7 champion, R-Truth.
You, Chris?
John Cena was the man in WWE. He will not. Or true, he's going to keep his 24/7 championship as long as it takes.
You, Andre, how do you feel about R-Truth's retaining his 24/7 championship?
That's pretty good. I want to see some more funny stuff out of him.
All right, what's next, Mikey?
An I Quit match between two family members, Roman Reigns, Tribal Chief versus Jey Uso.
Yeah, they start off the show with that. Lord. What the hell? Oddly enough, this match goes on. Honestly, for a second there, it turned from a Hell in a Cell I Quit match, and you might as well make it a leather strap match because Jey Uso brought in the leather strap. Like, what the? They whipping each other. But it was ultimately where it went downhill for Jey Uso when Roman Reigns took the steel steps and freaking drop kicked it right into his side of his upper body and head. After that, Jey Uso just couldn't muster up the strength to fight back. To a point where his brother Jimmy comes in, telling him that's enough, and it looks like it was supposed to be a salvageable moment for two members of the families to reconnect. No, he puts him in the guillotine, and Jimmy is grabbing his brother. Jay wakes up and he realizes what's happening, and he can't do a damn thing to stop him because he, like I said, he didn't have the strength no more to fight. He wouldn't quit. So seeing his brother in that situation of the submission being tortured, he said, I quit for his brother's sake. Retaining his championship, Roman Reigns. And this is where it's really messed up. Both his father and his uncle, both still alive, the Wild Samoans, are there to welcome their new head chief. So where does this leave coming literally tomorrow? on Friday. This is Friday morning we're doing this. So with that said, Mikey, what do you got to say? Oh my God.
Guys,
You hear me, Mikey? Connection area again? Can you hear me, Mikey?
Ain't something wrong.
yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Goddamn connection.
Okay, we'll hold up on that then. Andre, how do you feel about the Roman Reigns going so far as to make his torture Jay's twin brother to make Jay actually submit?
That's messed up. I wish he hadn't submitted. You know, I wish this dude could have at least had enough strength to beat Roman. You know.
Yeah, but he's watching his brother being freaking guillotined. He's like he can't even get up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wish this dude had enough to beat Roman Reigns. You know.
Nah.
Instead of Roman beating the crap out of him. You know.
Yeah, both of them.
I would see them take on The Rock. Roman Reigns versus The Rock. I would love to see that.
Maybe. What about you, Chris?
Roman just went too far. He just went too far. It is sad with Jey Uso not to quit for his brother.
Back to you, Mikey.
Roman Reigns, like Chris Peach just said, has gone too far. He now betrays next in line. Who's next in line for Roman's title? Could be Kevin Owens, could be Seth Rollins, could be Rey Mysterio, could be Dominic, could be Murphy. Hell, we'll have to wait and see.
And Orlov Sullivan. Whoop. Right. Yeah, we gotta see about that. What's next, Mikey? Yeah, connection area again. Can you hear him, Chris?
No.
So it's on his end. Can you hear me? Mikey! Yeah, he's glitching. Yeah, turn off your camera. That might help. Woohoo! Let me see on my end then. Because I got it just in case. I got you, Mikey. I got you. Next up is Elias versus Jeff Hardy. Can you hear me, Mikey? Say something.
Yes, yeah.
There you go.
Testing.
There you go. So in this match, let's make it quick. It was back and forth between Jeff Hardy and Elias, but ultimately, Elias would quickly go for the Qatar, and Jeff Hardy would snatch out of his hands and immediately swing at him, ultimately ending in disqualification, giving the win to Elias, but Jeff Hardy was the last man standing. So in the record books, Elias won, but Jeff Hardy is the one last standing. Your thoughts, Mikey?
Jeff Hardy won despite being disqualified. Jeff Hardy wants revenge. Jeff Hardy wants to remind Elias that he had no intention of running over that hit run accident all that Sheamus. Let's not forget that.
You, Chris?
Jeff Hardy got his payback on Elias with we did guitar shot in the back. So he just get payback on him.
How about you, Andre? How do you feel about Jeff Hardy having to use the guitar that Elias pulled out to get himself disqualified?
I wish Jeff Hardy would have just let that thing alone so he can beat Elias. Elias needs a good butt whooping.
Mm-hmm. You ain't wrong there.
Yep.
Okay, Mikey, if you can.
Next up, the moment that got everybody in shock. The Miz versus Otis.
Hold up. Let me get your camera flipped over here so you can see me. There you go. Alright, so I did this. I was like, shit. So, like I said, we're trying to do this quick because it's late, but otherwise, this is messed up. It ended knowing the fact that John Morrison was caught with the money in the briefcase, so he was thrown out. He said, get the hell out of here. But afterwards, we would see Otis almost beat Miz, but his buddy Tucker hit him upside the head with the money in the briefcase, and ultimately the Miz is the new holder of the Money in the Bank. He's Mr. Money in the Bank now. Damn. And in the back, we see Tucker saying this was not for the Miz. This was for him. He feels left out. It's like Mandy and Sonya Deville all over again. What the hell? Man, freaking, what's his name? Mustafa Ali is right, man. Everybody's betraying each other. What the fuck? Damn, dude, 2020? Damn. And Otis is fighting Tucker in the back after he train wrecked both Miz and Morrison. That was a bonus. So, with that said, what is your thoughts, Mikey?
Number one, I hope Mandy Rose is watching. That's number one. And number two, I really, really, really hope that angry Miz girl, the one who got that look on her face when she saw the Miz cash in his briefcase and took the time from Orton 10 years ago. Let's remember, 10 years ago, an angry girl who is not a big fan of the Miz stole the title from Randy Orton, and now, 10 years later, oh my God, Otis gets screwed by Tucker thanks to the Miz, and I hope Mandy Rose is watching. Oh my God, 2020, get the bleep out of here. I'm done with this bullshit.
How about you, Chris?
I was disappointed. I was so shocked that Tucker had turned heel. Betraying his own tag team partner. Otis might be upset that he's no longer Money in the Bank. The Miz is. That sucked.
How about you, Andre? How do you feel knowing that Miz is now Mr. Money in the Bank thanks to the betrayal of Tucker to Otis?
I am just so disappointed in Tucker, man. I wish that would never happen. You know, I hope Otis gets revenge on Tucker.
They're on two different brands, so that's going to be a little difficult.
Well, whenever they get a chance to face each other, I hope Otis gets his revenge, you know.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe it'll be a Survivor Series.
Yeah.
5-on-5, that is.
Maybe. What's next, Mikey?
Former best friends collide inside Hell in a Cell. The Boss versus the former hugger.
The second Hell in a Cell of the night.
And Sasha's third Hell in a Cell match and Bayley's first Hell in a Cell match.
Damn, we were looking at the first Hell in a Cell match, and it was Hell in a Cell, I Quit, leather strap match, goddamn. But in this one, it was a Hell in a Cell match that with kendo sticks, chairs. what do you call it?
Ladder.
Ladder, table. I was like, damn, what is this? TLC, a hardcore match. Remember those Extreme Rule matches? You could pull out anything underneath that ring, including a mop.
Well, we're getting close to TLC. That's in 2 months.
Around this time, it'd be around in Texas or Houston. That sucks. Ultimately, though, it would be Bayley who takes that very chair she brought into the arena, into the Hell in a Cell. Well, tried to bring it into the Hell in a Cell, but managed to snuck it back in somehow. And X marks the spot. She was trying to hit the belly to Bayley, or
Bayley the belly.
But Sasha Banks dodged that and twisted that chair around her neck into the, what was it?
The Bank statement.
Yeah, bank statement with the chair assist, and then taking her foot and go bam, 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 applying additional pressure, and she made her tap out, becoming a new SmackDown Women's Champion. How many title reigns is that now for Sasha Banks?
NXT Women's title, Raw Women's Champion, Women's Tag Team title, and now the 3rd Grand Slam winner. First Bayley, then Asuka, and now Sasha.
That didn't answer my question, but I'm glad you mentioned that. Thank you. Because I remember she's been a multi-time women's champion. How many is that? Not including the NXT, since they've been doing that, saying separate to NXT to the women's championships of Raw and SmackDown. How many times is that now?
Well, so far she's won 2 women's tag team titles. For Raw, I believe this is year 5 or 6 or something like that.
Okay, we'll route it out as 5. And how many times has she been SmackDown?
It was none before she won her first.
So this is her first?
Yeah, her first SmackDown title. She had none right before she made Bayley tap out.
So this is her supposedly 6th or 7th reign as women's champion. Nice. She's up there with Charlotte with number 10. Oh, and that means if it's number 7, she matched Trish Stratus. Or she's one away from matching her. Woo! Congratulations. Go ahead.
My thought is about damn time somebody put an end to Bayley's 380-day reign of terror. Because now she probably will be taking some time off and relax and clear up her mess.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be surprised if we'll see her next year in a 30-women battle royal, or she and Sasha could, who knows, meet one-on-one at WrestleMania. But the question is, will it be Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks, or will it be Sasha versus Selena? Because there's a list of women in the locker room. Like I said, Bianca,
or Natalya.
Natalya. Oh, and of course Billie Kay. Don't forget her.
Oh, and the Riot Squad.
Or something like that. But we have to wait and see.
Another thing I gotta mention is the fact that Booker T said on the kickoff that he don't like Sasha Banks. Like, the feud is hard now. Ooh! They were just on Talking Smack, and now that he was kickoff saying he don't like Sasha Banks.
She's been through just as much as you have.
Yeah, get your 2 cents, Chris.
Go on.
I like to say congratulations to Sasha Banks. I mean, she got an advantage in the Hell in a Cell. Belly knock. So I'm happy that Sasha Banks took the title from Bayley, and now Bayley is no longer champion, and that put a smile on my face.
Andre.
Yo.
How do you feel about Sasha Banks beating Bayley and becoming a first-time SmackDown Women's Champion, ultimately making herself the 2nd Grand Slam Women's champion.
Third. You mean third?
Third? Who was the first?
That's good.
I mean,
first, like I said, first Bailey, then Asuka, and now Sasha.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. I was thinking she didn't become SmackDown. Yes, she did.
Yeah.
Yes, she did.
Yeah. She
Okay.
never won a SmackDown before she made Bailey tap out.
All right. You hear that, Andre?
Yeah, that's good for Sasha. Glad she won the title.
Nice. All right, Mikey, what's the next match?
Let's speed run this. It's past 1 o'clock. So the next one, you got Slapjack versus Bobby Lashley. Speaking of Slapjack, as a member of the Retribution.
This was a challenge from Retribution to the Hurt Business. Hurt Business laid the challenge. They would choose their opponents. Bobby Lashley would even go so far as to put the United States title on the line. And Slapjack just got whooped and then put into the Hurt Lock.
Full Nelson.
Yeah, but they call it the Hurt Lock. They were calling it Lashley Lock and now the Hurt Lock. They're stuck with the Hurt Lock.
Something like that.
Yeah, let's skip that one. The main event, my brothers. Woo!
Orton versus McIntyre.
Woo! But damn, it's Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship in the third and final Hell in a Cell match. Ugh. I'm happy. I gotta let you know. I love it when they go in the top of the cell. Orton went to the top of the cell. He had a camouflage red pipe on the top of that damn thing. And it didn't do him no good. When they climbed down, I was thinking that freaking Drew McIntyre was gonna go Ric Flair and grab his testicles. But he didn't. I would've. I was like, that's a perfect opportunity. Low blow his ass. Bam! Let him fall. Didn't do it, and he lose all the momentum and falls right onto the table, giving all the momentum to Randy Orton. He had one bit of gas to hit the Claymore kick. Randy Orton would roll out, come back in, and dodge a second Claymore kick and hit the RKO and becomes a 14-time WWE champion.
He's 2 away from tying Ric Flair and John Cena's title.
Actually tying with Triple H. Yeah, go ahead, Chris. I hear Chris. Go ahead, Chris.
Go on, Chris.
Well, I was about to say, he tied Triple H 14 times as WWE champion.
You got that right. I mentioned that. So now another member of Evolution is tied for highest multiple WWE championship runs. Woo. Or world title runs. How about that? Universal title counts as a world title as well. They add that. They don't separate it. They add that. Even though they don't like it. A lot of people still don't like the Universal title. So you get your 2 cents on that, Chris, since you're on it.
Well, we saw the lead pipe, Randy Orton with the skies. He has a video camera before, and well, it didn't work, but it didn't work very long. And we saw the McIntyre crash at the announce table, and he hit the first Claymore kick, but he missed the second. And the RKO, and now Randy Orton is a 14-time WWE champion, tied with Triple H. That means Drew McIntyre had to get it back in the line.
This way. No, I think it's this way. What about you, Mikey?
Like I said, Randy Orton has tied Triple H's record 14 times. He's 2 away from breaking both Ric Flair and John Cena.
I can't even put my fingers for 16. I don't know how you do that.
Well, it doesn't matter now. It doesn't matter. But now the question is, who's next in line for Orton's title? There are a list of people. Could be Keith Lee. Could be Braun Strowman.
AJ Styles.
Jabba Kato. A lot of people on Raw line.
Matt Riddle. Sheamus.
Yeah, like I said, we'll have to wait and see who's next in line for Orton's.
That's a long list.
Oh, yeah.
How about you, Andre? How do you feel knowing that Randy Orton managed to get the win and become a 14-time WWE champion?
I forget Orton, that loser. I was just disappointed that he beat McIntyre. That's messed up.
Yeah, you might want to correct that loser because he's the champ now.
The loser champion.
You know, they call him a cheap champion. How about that?
I guess, man. I don't
cheap
know.
Champion. Anything else, brothers?
Next pay-per-view, Survivor Series, November 22nd.
Yeah, we're already hearing that NXT is not going to take part in that. It's just going to be SmackDown versus Raw.
Thank goodness, because last year, Triple H, he set this up. You know Triple H, the man who bought the Performance Center. And now this year, they changed the Performance Center to the Thunderdome. And then it's named NXT the Capitol Center, whatever the hell you call it.
Yeah.
Like I said, Triple H bought NXT last year's brand supremacy, and now we're back where we belong.
Yeah, NXT had 4, SmackDown had 2, and Raw only had 1.
And now this time it's back where they started. Red versus blue.
Yeah, we'll cover that on Monday Night Raw for sure.
This coming weekend.
Yep, this coming weekend. Hopefully, if I get up early enough, we can do multiple doubles on AEW with Xavier and get that done with. Oy. And following that, if we have the time, we can do Raw, NXT, Halloween Havoc, and everything else on Friday. We'll see. Impact, we'll have to wait the next weekend, hopefully. Yeah. With that said, anything else, my brothers?
Let's wrap it up. It's past 1 o'clock.
No, you forgot to mention who passed away.
Yeah, the one that passed away, Tracy Smothers.
Former ECW superstar.
Yep. Passed away. First time hearing it too?
All legends are dying. All legends are dying.
That sucks.
Full bloody battalion.
Oh, was he now?
Yeah.
Orale. All right. Ready to end this, boys?
Let's go.
A shout out to our fellow brethren of the Heavens Monsters podcast. A shout out to Xavier Hill, Mike Henry, and Andre Mitchell. A link to their YouTube channels will be in the descriptions down below, as always. And a remaining shout out to Chris Petrie, T-Money, Renee, Farrell, and Delvin. Also, a shout out to Xavier, because I know he probably wanted to be a part of this podcast, but we're doing it late at night due to my work schedule. And I hope you leave a comment down below, my brother.
One more thing. Just turn on your comments.
What now?
I said turn your comments back on. Your comments are on.
What?
The comments.
Every time I watch me, I'm like, why is Sergio's comments turned on?
They shouldn't.
Well, the next time you upload, they're going to ask, is this video made for kids? Just hit no. Just hit no, because I'm like, I don't know why they. I'm sorry. I mean, just
really?
Yeah. Once you upload, YouTube is saying, is this video made for kids who are under 18? I'm like, what?
So if it's yes, then the comments are blocked?
If it's no, then the comments are turned on. So you may get yes if it's made kids who are under 18. So I'm like,
I keep hitting yes if we're not being too much, potty mouths here. So, yeah, I'll see about that. Because I could have sworn. I've been saying yes for a while now, so I'll say no this time, just to be safe.
Like I said, I just want to hear our guy X-Man's 2 cents.
That is weird. I'll look into that.
Yeah. Some sorry. Unbelievable.
I'll look into that, my brothers. With that said, y'all ready to end this?
Let's go.
Like this video, give it a thumbs up. You didn't give it a thumbs down. Hit the subscribe button, like the content. Hit that notification bell for the next podcast. I'm Serge. This is Andre. This is Chris. And this is Mikey.
And that's the bottom line. Because the Heaven's Bosses podcast, we said so. And we'll see you this coming weekend for another episode of the Heaven's Monsters podcast.
Peace, y'all. Good night, y'all.
Good night.